but what you're doing now. And I just want to say thank you for your service to humanity as a whistleblower and as a person who has come out of Black projects and lived to tell the story, basically.
Well, we appreciate that. And I'd like to give my thanks to Project Camelot and to you for allowing a venue for people like myself to come forward. And I really need to thank Allie and Bill here for bringing all of us together to put this project together. It's been a tremendous amount of hard work, but, man, we've had some fun doing it.
That we have. Hey, Kerry, I want to just put out a special thanks to you. And this all kind of started when watching folks during the question and answer period at the Wake and Aware conference in Los Angeles. Each time there was a question and answer period, there were multiple folks each time that said, well, what do I do? How can I prepare? How can I learn to defend myself if this long emergency is coming? You know, how do I meditate? How do we do, energetic things? How do we create emotional control? So really our discussion started based on that. So we wanted to say thank you because you really opened the door for us to come together and then put this program together to offer to folks.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. There was a lot of magic happening at Awake and Aware, and it's partly because of the speakers that were assembled all in one place. In a sense, you really got Camelot witnesses all in one place, and that's very powerful stuff. And we had some amazing members in the audience also, some very wonderful souls, and they helped prevent any interference, let us call it that could have taken place at the time. So my thanks out to them. And anyway, it's just onward and upward. We're drawing near to the end of this segment. Is there any last words that you guys want to say? Maybe plug your website or whatever before we let you go. And we're going to be joined by Dr. Waterman here.
Yeah, sure. This is Sensei Bill. We encourage everyone to go to our website at lightwarrioracademy.com. And if they'd like, go ahead and register. We never sell people's names. It's in a confidential private database. And as our seminar dates develop, we will send those out. As online classes become available, we'll send those out. We're in the process of setting up the hotels now and shooting our videos for the online. So just keep checking back. I think you'll see changes every week. And go ahead and register, and we'll send you a confirmation email. And when it's all ready, we will give you an email back and a phone call if you like it.
Okay, thank you. And Duncan, you want to say anything?
Yeah, also at my website, we have everything to the Light Warrior Academy linked over. And as I alluded to earlier, we've taken a lot of very good photographs and some short 15-second videos. People really need to check those out. Some are funny and some are powerful. And just take a look and see what you're getting yourself into. I think most of you guys will like it.
Okay, that's great. Thank you guys. It's been great having you, and I'd love to keep you on here. I'm trying to give a little bit of time to everyone today. It's our kind of sort of first show with Argusog Radio, however you say that, and it's a lot of fun to be broadcasting over Europe and the rest of the world in this fashion. I have to say it's great. So thank you so much for being with me on this show.
Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you, Kerry.
Okay, you take care.
You too.
What we've got going on now is Dr. John Waterman should be joining us just shortly, and he is a naturopath, I think he calls himself, and he is a doctor, and he has been helping us on my radio shows in the past, and again today. His background is very interesting. He does have some, agency background. I think that might be a way of putting it. I don't know how he put it. I know he's been trained, and I think I'm going to try to get him to talk a little bit about that. He does a radio show on this network here in the Netherlands, and so many of you will already be familiar with him. He has been on Camelot Radio numerous times, and his background is not only to do with the militia and also to do with anything to do with things like swine flu or health risks that are out there. He's usually up to the minute on any important information, but he will be able to answer some questions as well in regard to what we have called the Anglo-Saxon mission. That is it's a letter from a whistleblower, and it's on my website, which is projectcamelot.org or projectcamelotproductions.com, if you want to go straight to the letter. If you haven't read it, I want to highly encourage you to do so, because the information there is pretty primary in terms of what the Illuminati, that group, has been planning, and some of the things coming forward in the future, possibly coming towards us. And this is a matter of becoming informed about what we have to deal with, and then hopefully turning it around. So that's why we do what we do. And John, are you on the line with us?
I'm here, Kerry.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. And Kerry, welcome to Arguso Radio.
Okay, there you're pronouncing it correctly, I imagine, right?
Well, for us, they give us a little leeway since we're the single language people, and so they think it's cute when I say Arguso Radio, so it's got the American spin on it, probably.
Okay. It sort of sounded like he said, "Are you so?" or something like that. In other words, where the G is silent. But that's just I haven't even heard it pronounced all that often. Anyway, it's fun to be, I'm actually on this network because of you, John Waterman. And that's not your real name, I want to tell people. But you're in hiding right now, isn't that true?
Well, it's hopefully coming to a close, but I have decided that it's been a good thing to be. We're going to be actually deeper in the castle, as we say when I'm on doing the Waterman files. But it started because of my involvement in checking out who all was involved in the swine flu fiasco, which is really not over. We're probably getting ready to set off another a round of this. It's the third wave coming up. The third round is going to be not because it's the swine flu again, is what I'd like to say, too. The swine flu in itself didn't kill any more people percentage-wise than the regular flu, but it was more contagious, so unfortunately more people die. And, as a healer or anybody in the healing arts, we don't like seeing one person die. And so that's what we're facing, and there is a morphing of the existing swine flu that was in the Ukraine, has now jumped over the ocean, is in the United States now. So that's kind of a concern. And so we're keeping an eye on that. I can get into that more if you want me to.
Okay.
But whatever you want to talk about would be great.
Well, thank you. That isn't something that has been on our radar of late. Mm-hmm. Although, if you look at what I was talking about the Anglo-Saxon mission, the letter from Whistleblower, that's published on, again, projectcamelot.org. And by the way, those images that you see on projectcamelot.org are all clickable, and those will take you to written testimony and also to videos, depending on which image you click on. So I think some people that use the web are actually not familiar with the fact that you just roll your mouse over a picture, and if it shows a little hand or whatever, it is clickable, and therefore it'll take you, it's a link, and it'll take you somewhere. But at any rate, this idea that there might be sort of an epidemic of anything, I have to say that from what I understand, this is not going to happen until after, and this sounds bizarre, but according to the Anglo-Saxon whistleblower who is still in contact with me, this rollout of a virus or any kind of virus that ultimately is really targeting China, from what they are saying. And again, the Chinese government high up is going to be aware of this and allowing this to happen.